Hello everybody, Resident here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Captain Toad Treasure Tracker Nintendo Switch. In the previous episode, we start off our grand adventures through the DLC complaint with the search for the legendary crown. And oh my god, that picture is just so adorable. Wow, this game is so cute. But in today's episode, we're going to continue on our adventure through crown capture on the Touchstone. Right then, starting off this episode, we'll be going through the Touchstone level again that we saw during the main story, but now we have another bizarre and unexpected twist with these crown capture thingies. I don't actually know what they're supposed to be called, but they're pretty interesting. I really like this game mechanic, and I really like the fact that the DLC kind of challenges what you expect from these levels, because we've seen this before. We've seen the main levels in the game before already, but the DLC wasn't afraid to kind of challenge what you'd come to expect of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, if that makes any sense, which it probably doesn't. And even though it would have been nice to have completely brand new levels all the time, I still really like this because it kind of reminds me of how Banjo-Kazooie was originally supposed to be remade on Xbox with bizarre and unexpected changes and things like that. So that's how I always imagined them to do that, and I'm really glad they did this because people like me who've played through Captain Toad Treasure Tracker millions of times would probably know these levels like the back of their hand. So it's a pretty interesting challenge going through these levels and not really knowing what to expect, if that makes any sense. But you may be wondering, why didn't we do the secret objective during this level? Well, continuing on with the trend of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, some of these levels need to be beaten twice to get the secret objective. So, I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, to be completely honest, I wasn't paying attention to how many times I touched the stones right there. I was just playing through mindlessly. But now, we can demonstrate something that's pretty interesting. We have Dragodon's Gold Rush. Yeah, this is something that we never saw in the original campaign. Well, we did see this special stage, but it never appeared like this before, where we could replay it whenever we wanted to. So, this is something that's also pretty well worth mentioning, and even if it is not that interactive and my original complaints about this are still apparent, this is still pretty interesting, and something that is absolutely adorable. I'll have this at some point in the video, but it is so cute seeing this in multiplayer because both Captain Toad and Toadette are riding the Dragodon, and oh, it's just so cute! Actually, I wonder, can I demonstrate that now? Oh, no, we can't turn it right now. Alright, well, that's gonna be a fun jump cut. I was trying to leave the level so that I could see if I can get back into the level quickly to turn on multiplayer mode, but if you leave that stage, then it disappears. I don't know off the top of my head when it's going to reappear. So, moving on, we have a boost spotting at Shadow Den. And oh boy, this is a fun stage. Alright, so this one in particular I remember having a bit of trouble with my first playthrough through the DLC campaign. Owie boo-boo. Owie boo-boo. Get it, boo. I'm not funny. We want to do over here, and now that we have a dual toe accent, we can destroy the boos instantly! 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 Okay, okay. Alright, so now we lost one of the toads! We lost one of the toads! Oh no, whatever we gotta do! This is such an unprecedented predicament! Oh no, whatever we gotta do! Double cherry. Yeah, you don't have to worry too much if you lose your toad, because there are gonna be double cherries everywhere in this stage, which is gonna be pretty nice. What's also not nice is the boos are going to be appearing everywhere. They placed them in some pretty jerkous enemy placements in this stage, I got to admit. But it's not that bad because we lit the torches and we can go over here and this reward over here. Ah, no. I lost my toad friend. He was my only friend in the world. He was the only one that made cupcakes with me. I don't know how to make cupcakes, but still. Would you please look over there, please? Alright, well, we're on our own again, but hopefully we'll be able to destroy these guys. Now, we could get that double cherry up there, but I don't feel like it. We're manly people. And manly people forget that this torch is here, because on my first playthrough, I didn't see that there, and I was wandering all over the place for like 10 minutes or so trying to figure out where that stupid torch was. Alright, so destroy these boos over here. Alright, thumbstick, joystick, thumbstick. Why are you jerking like that? This is pretty common knowledge at this point, but Joy-Con thumbsticks aren't exactly the best in the world. They have a tendency to drift, and as you can see right there, the thumbstick that makes the characters move is starting to have a tendency of drifting to the left, and my camera controls are starting to drift downwards. And it's really annoying. There is an option in the Switch menu to recalibrate your controls, but it doesn't really seem to work all the time, and it just really annoys me. I really hope they come up with a better solution to fixing the Joy-Con thumbsticks. Objectively, I could buy more, but I'm just gonna wait until they come out with upgrade Joy-Cons that fix those problems. So going back out here, we have some more boos over here. These guys are pretty evil indeed. Actually, these aren't boos, but I don't remember off the top of my head what they're supposed to be called. So I'm going to be calling them whatever I want, because that's what I do on this channel. Alright, going over here, we got some more boos we can deal with, and take care of them. Like I said earlier, this is probably the types of levels that are best suited for the new multiplayer modes in this game. I'm not entirely sure when we're going to be demonstrating multiplayer in Captain Joe Trucker to the Switch. I do have a plan, but I'm not entirely sure when it's going to happen. Alright, so we go over here, and the last Super Gem is right here. But we go back, and 3 giant boos are going to be haunting our dreams. And they're not too difficult to take care of. But now they're taking care of all that, we can collect our super special reward crown thingy that's not made out of chocolate. Can I just say, that's like the cutest picture ever of Toadhead looking all scared and stuff like that. It's just so cute. But, anyway, next up is a Minecart Scouting Scaffold. You may remember during the original Wii U Let's Play that I was not a big fan of this level at all. I absolutely despised it. So you can imagine how nervous I was of playing through this on my first playthrough of the DLC. I was like, oh no, they brought back this level of all things. Why would they do that? Come on, Nintendo, what's wrong with you? But I have some good news. They made this a minecart level. And oh my goodness, they could not have done a better job of making me actually like this level. Because this is just so cool. We don't have to worry about that stupid time limit. We don't have to worry about the lava rising or anything like that. We do have to worry about missing coins, however, because the super objective in this level is to collect 200 of them. So that might be a little bit problematic, but we're almost there anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But they managed to turn one of my least favorite levels in the main story into one of my favorite levels in the DLC campaign. Nintendo, how did you do that? That was just so cool. And we missed the super gem, but whatever. Well, actually, that's a pretty good place to demonstrate this. There is a restart button in the Nintendo Switch version of this game. This was only added after the DLC was released. I don't know if they patched it into the Nintendo 3DS version. I definitely know they didn't patch it into the Wii U version. But why did it take this long for the Wii U for the game to receive a restart button? That would have been so helpful in the past, because some of these levels can be pretty difficult, and if you wanted to restart a level in the past, you had to completely leave the stage, and then go back into the main menu, and then, it was just not that pleasant of an experience, but they finally added a restart level option thingy, and I'm really happy they did that, but I kind of wish they did it sooner. But anyway, like I said, the secret objective is to collect 200 coins. Thankfully, this isn't like the Cascade Crusade stage in the Super Mario Odyssey chapter kingdom thingy, because what we can do instead is keep this guy being destroyed because he's rude. Alright, there we go. It's probably an easier way to take care of that. And look right there, it's a cute little fire dragon of doom and destruction and death. Oh, it's so cute. Alright then. Going over here, we have 50 more coins we need to go collect. Thankfully, I know exactly what we need to do, because I played this before, and this isn't a blind playthrough. I don't know if I mentioned this on a failed take, or if it was in this episode, or whenever I mentioned it, but the reason why I'm not doing this as a blind, like a lot of people who Let's Play Capito Treasure Tracker, is because the rest of the Let's Play wasn't blind, and I wanted to be consistent with how I was handling the entirety of Capito Treasure Tracker. Because we didn't do a blind in the main story, I figured it wouldn't make sense to do the DLC blind. Extra coins are there if you want them. We are now over our secret objective, so we should be good to go. And there's another super gem right there, but it's riding on the tail of a dragon, so how are we supposed to grab that? Just like that! I love that so much, with the dragon coming to your face. Ah, that's so good. That would have looked really awesome on the 3DS version, but as far as I know, this DLC campaign is not available on 3DS. And that last part right there is actually where you're supposed to get the Super Gem, because that's the easiest shot for you to take to get it. But we got it a bit sooner than expected, so that's pretty interesting. But now that we've taken care of all that, we're ending this video off here. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of Capito Treasure Tracker Nintendo Switch. Next time... where is the crown? And next time, I'm gonna give it to you. Oh yeah.